Jesus. look for the wave. Said she's got a lot of issues going on right now.
Well, they have more people added to the 75 class.
evening. I am Jennifer Teagle, Assistant Principal at Laurel High School. As we begin, please let me share a few particulars that will make our evening enjoyable for everyone. Please be aware that a professional photograph is being taken for all graduates as they receive their diplomas. Each family will be able to purchase this photo as a memento, and information will be mailed to your home in the coming weeks. Additionally, at the conclusion of the ceremony, please allow the class of 2025 to exit from the field and track area. All guests should remain in the bleachers and seats until they have vacated the field. It is imperative that you stay in your seats until dismissed. As each graduate knows, the accomplishments you are here to celebrate tonight could not have been possible without the help and support you received from your family, teachers, staff, and friends. I hope you and those who are here to celebrate with you tonight enjoy the ceremony.
Good evening. I'm Michael Reed, Assistant Principal of Laurel High School. Please join me in welcoming members of the class of 1975 who are celebrating the 50-year anniversary of their graduation. We are honored to have 44 class members and 32 special guests of the class of 1975. Please take the field at this time.
evening and welcome to Laurel High School's 2025 commencement ceremony. Please join me in welcoming our superintendent, assistant superintendent, our Laurel High School principal, the members of the Laurel Board of Education, and the Laurel School District faculty and staff.
Right in the front. Yep.
At this time, please join me in standing as the senior class advisors, Mrs. Dana Paternoster and Mrs. Jessica Winky, lead the class of 2025 on the field.
Please remain standing for the national anthem. Thank you very much. Everyone, please be seated. Welcome and good evening. Graduates of the class of 2025, families, faculty, staff, friends, and the class of 1975. It is a true honor to stand before you today, not only as the proud principal of this incredible school, but also a proud graduate of LHS. Who, like you, sat nervously, adjusting my cap, wondering what's coming next? I know the magic in this moment and the promise it holds. Tonight is about you, your growth, your hard work, your journey. It's a celebration as we celebrate this incredible class of 2025. I am proud to share a few of their amazing accomplishments that highlight the grit, the drive, the heart of our graduates. About 50% of our seniors have chosen to continue their education right away, heading off to college and trade schools to chase big dreams and even bigger goals. Among them, we have a Horatio Alger State Scholar and a Carson Scholar, Diana Angel Gabriel. A B. Bradford Barnes Scholar, Gian Perez. And a Give Something Back Scholar, Melanie Rance Panada. Both are earning a full ride to the University of Delaware. Yes, a full ride. We had 2 students who earned their Serve Safe certifications because excellence starts in every corner, including the kitchen. 3 of our graduates passed the Para-Pro exam, stepping into the world of education with confidence. We have 6 students now registered certified nursing assistants already answering the call to care and serve. Give it up for Alyssa Dolly, Sam Bowers, Katie Figs,
Stephanie Perez Mega, Lasmi Sylvester Ortiz, and Manisha Rahman. And let's not forget Jason Roy, who has made a powerful commitment to serve our country by joining the United States Army. Jason, we thank you and salute you. Our students are headed to some phenomenal places. Places like Ivy League, University of Pennsylvania, the University of Louisville, Missouri University of Science and Technology, West Virginia State University, Oklahoma State University, Arcadia University, University of Maryland College Park, Auburn University, Muskingum University, Stevenson University, and my favorite, the University of Delaware. Go Blue Hens! And if you thought that was impressive, just wait, because this class didn't just shine in academics. They dominated on the court, the field, the mat, and the stage. Among these graduates, Keyshawn Coates scored a winning basket in the blue gold basketball game. Brock Hill was named most valuable player. Seniors Bailey Lynch, Bailey Almond, and Ashton Almond helped lead their team to a victory over the #1 seed in the second round of the state tournament. And Bailey and Ashley Almond each hit home runs. Seniors Jace Carroll, Keyshawn Coates, Makai Bailey, Brock Hill, Colin Godwin, Asante Laughlin led the boys basketball team to another state tournament. In the arts, we proudly celebrate our All-State Honors Band members, Evody Charles Aim, Kamari Houchins, and Susan Shaheed. There are 11 seniors who are signed to play college sports, 11, and we're not done yet. Our wrestling program made history with its 4th consecutive Henlopen Conference Southern Division Championship, powered by seniors Stanley P., Connor Smith, Elijah Niblett, Jorge Rodriguez, Jeremiah Stanley Ross, and Colin Bradner. And let's hear it for the 2 senior wrestlers who reached incredible milestones of surpassing 100 individual wins, Stanley P. and Connor Smith. Track and field, back-to-back conference champs for the 2nd straight year. Our school brought home the Henlopen Conference Southern Division title, thanks to seniors Tamari Bracy, Evody Charles Aim, Elias Elsie, Kimari Houchins, Caleb Rickards, Jorge Rodriguez, Ethan Rubino, and Tate Walls. And speaking of Elias Elsie, he's the state champion in both the 110-meter hurdles and the 300-meter hurdles. He and Tate are also part of the 4x100 relay team. They are state champions. Oh, and one more shining star. We are proud to call Ellie Cooper our very own Miss Laurel. And just when you think this class couldn't possibly do more, they've earned over $3.8 million in scholarship. Yes, you heard me right. Over $3.8 million. This is just some of their greatness. This class didn't just show up, they showed out, they soared, and now they're ready to take on the world. And that brings me to my message I want to leave with you tonight. Be the change. As long as you were on time to school each day, class of 2025, you heard every day, be the change, you matter. A simple idea with the power to transform not just your life, but the world around you. Be the change. These words are a challenge to stop waiting for someone else to make things better, a challenge to take responsibility and take action. We live in a world that needs dreamers, but even more than that, we need doers. Start by being kinder to your family, to strangers, to yourself. Speak up when something's wrong, even when your voice shakes. Share your knowledge, lift others up, and never stop learning. Success doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from being willing to ask the hard questions. It comes from showing up, trying again after failing. Learning what you don't know and doing what others are afraid to try. Whatever path you choose, do it with purpose, not because someone else suspects this of you, but because it feels right for you. Chase things that scare you a little, because that's where growth happens. You don't need to change the world all at once. But if each of you step into the world with passion, with courage, kindness, change will come quietly, boldly, and without fail. So go forward with bold hearts like the bulldog you are. Be curious, be relentless, be kind, and above all, believe in what you're capable of, even when it's hard. The bottom line, change never starts big. It starts in small moments. It's daily choices, quiet courage, listening when it's hard, and helping when no one's watching. Choosing kindness over cool, curiosity over fear, courage over comfort, and every refusal to give up. Every time you choose what's right over what's easy, that's you being the change. You're not leaving high school to wait for change. You're leaving to be it. So class of 2025, dream big, act boldly, lean forward, and always stay true to the values that brought you to this day. The world is not waiting for perfection, but your participation. Congratulations, class of 2025. Be the change. I would now like to introduce to you several special people who are here with us tonight. First, I would like to introduce those individuals sitting on stage with me. I would ask them to please stand when their name is announced. Mrs. Sabrina Taylor Isler, School Board Vice President. Mr. Brent Nichols, School Board Member. Mrs. Jana Pugh, School Board Member. Mrs. Kim Ralph, School Board Member. Mrs. Jennifer Teagle, Laurel High School Assistant Principal. Mr. Michael Reed, Laurel High School Assistant Principal. Mr. Ashley Giska, Assistant Superintendent. And Dr. Sharon Larimore, Superintendent. Also in attendance tonight, joining us to celebrate the class of 2025 are three former Board of Education members. I would ask them to please stand when their names is announced. Mr. Jeff Allen, he's also a member of the class of 1975. Mr. Calvin Musser, he's also a member of the class of 1975. Mr. John Swed, he is a member of the Laurel Middle School staff. Mr. Patrick Vanderslice, At this time, I would like to invite Superintendent Dr. Laurel to the podium to address their graduates.
Good evening, graduates. First, let me start by saying just how incredibly proud I am of all of you. I mean what I'm getting ready to say. I'm not afraid to say it, and I have no problem telling it to you. I love the class of 2025, and I'm going to miss all of you terribly. You guys have made it to this moment, and that's no small feat. You've overcome obstacles, you've faced challenges, and you've worked tirelessly to be here. But the truth is, there's going to be more challenges in your life. There will be struggles, there will be mountains to climb, and unfortunately, there will be insecurities. But the good news is that there's hope for all these obstacles. And it's quite simple. Be bold. Specifically, I need you to be bold in 3 ways. The first way, be bold and don't skip the struggle. Let's be honest, when life gets heavy, we all have the urge to take the easy way out, to take the shortcut, to take the path of least resistance, the one that doesn't make us sweat. And who can blame us, right? The mountains are steep, mountains are hard, and sometimes it feels like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. But the truth is, the struggle is not your enemy. The struggle is your teacher. The struggle is not meant to break you. The struggle is meant to build you. And these signs are all around us if we just look for them. Think of the seed. The seed doesn't sprout in the sunshine. The seed breaks in the darkness. It's buried deep, it's pressed down, it's hidden from the world, but then something magical starts to happen. Deep in that darkness, it starts to break open, and life begins. Without the breaking, the seed will never bloom. No breaking, no becoming. I'm going to say it again. No breaking, no becoming. And what about gold? Doesn't have this shine and luster all over it when it's first discovered. It goes through the fire again and again and again until all impurities are washed away from it. Everything that doesn't serve it is burned off. The fire reveals what's valuable. And if you run from the fire, you will never discover your true worth. The struggle is not a punishment. The struggle is preparation. So if you take anything from this first point, I need it to be this. When you're in the midst of the struggle, that's evidence that you're a threat. Not to people. It means you're a threat to limitations, a threat to excuses, and a threat to staying average. So if life gets heavy, good. That means you're growing. That means you're maturing. It means you're stretching. You're going to become someone the new you cannot even recognize. So don't skip the struggle, because what's breaking you now will only be building you up for what's next. So be bold. Way number 2, be bold and speak favor over life's mountains. I know a lot of you are going to leave here and you're going to feel like the odds are stacked against you. You're going to see an impossible mountain and you're going to wonder, how in the world will I ever rise above that? One simple way. Speak favor. Speak favor to your mountains and watch them move. That's what Muhammad Ali did. Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most iconic of all boxers. But early in his career, he faced mountains of criticism, he faced mountains of racism, and he was not warmly received by the boxing community. He was brash, he was unorthodox. In short, he was different. And when he did face his critics with their cameras and their microphones and their televisions, he didn't shrink, he didn't cut and run. And when he did speak, he didn't say, I am a good boxer. He didn't say, I am a contender. No, he said, I am the greatest. He said it before he even knew it was true. Muhammad Ali knew the mountains don't move until your mouth does. So graduates, don't shrink when you face life's mountains. Don't shrink for the mountain and don't shrink for the room, because if you've got to shrink to fit in, that is a circle way too small for your calling. Be bold. Be bold, graduates. Finally, way number 3, I need you to be bold and have your bags packed, ready to share in the successes of others. I want to talk about Jim Valvano here for just a moment. He was a college basketball coach who dreamed of winning a national championship. But before his North Carolina State team reached the mountaintop in 1983, he coached at Iona College. And it took him 8 years just to make the tournament. It was his dream to win. 8 years. But when he did so, he called his parents. He said, we did it. We got a bid. We made the tournament. So his parents had him over for a big family dinner, had all the friends there, and as the dinner was coming to a conclusion, his father, Rocco Valvano, 70-some years old, taps his son on the shoulder and says, "Come upstairs, I want to show you something." When they get up there, his father points to a corner of a room where all this luggage is heaped full. And Jim Valvano says, What's all that, Dad?" And his father says, "I'm going to be there when you win the national championship. My bags are packed for you. My suitcase is packed for you." Jim says, "Well, it's hard, Dad. There's 63 other teams." He said, "Oh, you'll do it." They lost in the first round. But this ritual, this conversation between his father and himself had played out for many years. And all of those years ended with a loss in the tournament. But his father's momentum never changed. His father's expressions never changed. He was encouraging. He was proud. And he told his son, "You're going to do it. Next year you'll do it. Next year you'll make it." And then one magical night in 1983, it happened. Jim Valvano's North Carolina State Wolfpack defeated the Houston Cougars in a shocker of a national championship game. So as the confetti started to drop, Jim Valvano's running the midcourt looking for his father, and he gives him a big embrace. And when he does, there's a tear running down his face. And he says, "Thank you, Dad. Thank you for believing in me. And thank you more especially for always having your bags packed for me." Can you imagine if we all had someone in our life who always had our bags packed for us? Can you imagine that? And when we didn't measure up to their standards or someone else's standards, they took us aside, looked us in the eye, and said, "Son, you're going to make it. I know you will. I know you can. You're going to make it." I guess what I'm saying is that this world desperately needs less critics and more cheerleaders. Why is that? Because when you celebrate others, you're sowing your own seeds for your season. And what you cheer for today may be what you walk into tomorrow. So graduates, I got 3 last things for you, and then I'm going to go out of here. I need you to listen to them very carefully. Number 1, don't skip the struggle. Number 2, don't be silent when you're facing life's mountains. And number 3, please remember, don't ever fail to cheer someone on or lift someone up. And if you can do that, you're going to live a successful life. And on behalf of the Laurel School District, the Laurel Board of Education, and this whole town of Laurel, be bold, Bulldogs, be bold. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Larimore. I would like to give special recognition to our class advisors, Mrs. Dana Paternoster and Mrs. Jessica Winky. Thank you for your commitment, dedication, and support of the class of 2025. Each year at commencement, it is an honor to welcome back the members of the class who graduated 50 years ago. We are thrilled that the members of the Laurel High School class of 1975 are here with us tonight. As I call your name, I will ask each class member to stand, and once everyone is standing, audience, please join me in a round of applause. Renee Phillips, class of 1975, valedictorian. Jeff Allen, Pamela House, Gloria Hill, Evelyn Butler, Jana Pugh, Mike Pugh, David Bruce, Deborah Calloway, Douglas Carey, Anthony Carr, Stanley Collins, Dean Conaway, Wanda Dixon, Donald Dubinsky, Brenda Rubino, Debbie Sis Bryant, Darlene Carr, Susan Elliott, Wayne Ellis, Millicent Handy, Jamesina Roach, Robin Griffith, Glenn Jones, Jonathan Kellum, Richard Layton Jr., Thomas Lee, Martin O'Neill, Wayne Price, Sterling Pusey, Molly Ranieri, Susan Pinuel, Melinda Tingle, Brenda Ausler, Wanda Dukes, Luann Rogers, Jeffrey Webb, Gail Mell, C. Michael West, David Whaley, Scott Wharton, Carol Hastings, Karen Womack, Calvin Musser, Jennifer Schweitzer. Let's give them a round of applause. There was a lot of them. Thank you, class of 1975, for celebrating your 50th year anniversary with us tonight. It is now my pleasure to present to you the academic honors. We would like to recognize our academic top 10 based on their cumulative grade point average for their outstanding academic achievements during their time here at Laurel High School. These students will be commemorated by having their names posted on a plaque in our school. I will announce the students in order from 1 to 10. Please stand as I call your name. The valedictorian is defined as the student with the highest rank in a graduating class. I now have the pleasure of announcing this year's valedictorian, Diana Angel Gabriel. Diana will be attending the University of Pennsylvania, where she will be majoring in nursing. The salutatorian is defined as the student with the second highest rank in the graduating class. With great pleasure, I announce the salutatorian, Sean Lamartina Tall. Sean will be completing an internship with 3C USA. And now for the remaining members of the academic top 10, Ariana Giannakopoulos. Ariana will be attending Salisbury University, Clark Honors College, majoring in nursing. Gian Essie Perez. Gian will be attending the University of Delaware Honors College and World Scholars, majoring in mechanical engineering. Brianna Bradley. Brianna will be attending the University of Delaware and majoring in marine biology and environmental science. Ashley Allman. Ashlyn will be attending Delaware Technical Community College, majoring in dental hygiene. Susan Shahid. Susan will be attending the University of Delaware Honors College and World Scholars, majoring in chemical engineering. Kobe Shockley. Kobe will be attending Delaware Technical Community College, majoring in business. Bailey Allman. Bailey will be attending the University of Maryland, majoring in kinesiology. And D1 softball. Melanie Reyes Pineda. Melanie will be attending the University of Delaware, majoring in business. Please join me in a round of applause to salute these outstanding students. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to call the class valedictorian, Diana Angel Gabriel, to the stage to address the class of 2025.
evening, everyone. I have to say, we all look so nice from this view. But class of 2025, and to the families, faculty, and friends that are here tonight to celebrate such a monumental moment in our lives, thank you for being here. I do have to say, I never imagined seeing us in these caps and gowns, but as the saying goes, expect the unexpected. But I would first and foremost like to thank God for guiding me through my journey. Without His strength and grace, I wouldn't be standing here today, and much less I wouldn't have been able to finish these last 4 years of high school. To my loving family, gracias por su amor y apoyo. Los amo mucho. Mami, papi, gracias por creer en mí cuando yo no creía en mí misma. Yo dedico todos mis logros a ustedes. And to my sisters, Mirta and Deborah, thank you so much for supporting me, for encouraging me to pursue my dreams, and for always being there, even in those late nights. But I would also like to thank Mrs. Goff and Mrs. Teagle. Thank you so much for your endless support and for setting me up for success. You are more like family to me now, and I cannot remember how often I have visited your offices. But thank you so much for always letting me in. And of course, I cannot continue my speech without acknowledging my classmates. Thank you so much for the fun memories that you have created for me that will be unforgettable. I'm so proud of each and every single one of us, and I cannot wait to see the much more that we will do. And of course, I have to say thanks to my friends. I love you guys so much. You are my day ones. And I have so many fun memories that I have made with you guys. From playing card games in class, to having fun dinners at Chili's. I will much cherish those memories. And a special shout out to my volleyball teammates, especially my amazing pepper partner, Autumn Metz. I will miss all of you. And to Coach Downs and Coach Simmons, thank you so much. When we entered high school, I'm sure none of us predicted the endless struggles of chemistry, or the dad jokes of Mr. Hannum, or the fun conversations we had in Mrs. Hume's class, especially about Helen Keller. Still, those will be some of the many memories we will reflect on later in life. When I think back to my early days of high school, I would have never pictured myself doing the things that once felt intimidating, like playing volleyball. Interestingly, this choice stemmed from my desire to step out of my comfort zone and to try new things. Striking up a conversation with someone I had never met before was something I would never dare to do. Taking charge as a leader at school was something I was always afraid of. But I made the decision to step forward, inspired by the people who would live with no regrets. I'll never forget my first Pro Start competition. I was anxious, over-preparing, and dreading the moment me and my teammates had to present before the judges. When it was finally our turn, I just wanted it to be over. But the next year was different. With more experience, my team and I were in sync. I felt confident, I spoke clearly, and me and my teammates answered every question with pride. We ended up placing third, and I was so proud of how much I had grown individually. That moment showed me that when you face your fear and keep going, you can achieve so much more. It made me want to keep chasing challenges that help me grow. Over time, I have learned that life's duration is unpredictable, and the memories we will cherish as we grow older are the ones we create by stepping out in faith. When we adopt this perspective, it will help us overcome our fears. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. Although I am not perfect, by pursuing my passions and interests, I continue to learn more about the different aspects that make me who I am. Whenever I feel scared or insecure, I always motivate myself by saying, "You did that, so you can do this as well." So why am I sharing this with all of you? How is my experience even relevant to everyone seated here today? Well, the reason is that those out-of-the-box experiences have taught me that it's okay to try new things. There will always be someone who is rooting for you, even when, at times, that someone is you. As we embark on this new stage in life, I leave you with this: be brave to try new things. Immerse yourself in those unique moments you will create, and do not hold back. Let's take the chances, follow those crazy dreams, and say yes to the unknown. We're only here for a short while, so let's make it mean something. We might fail, we might succeed, but we'll never know unless we try. So let's give it everything we've got and make it count. Here's to the class of 2025. Congratulations, and go Bulldogs!
Thank you, Diana. At this time, I would like to invite Salutatorian Sean Lamartina Tall to come to the stage to address the graduates.
So, good evening, students, staff, faculty, and families of Laurel High School. That is the year 2025. Before I start my speech as salutatorian of the class, I wanted to show my gratitude towards God, my friends, and my family. I thank God for providing everything I needed to be here and in the position that I am today. Also, for being the model who made me who I am today. I wanted to thank my own family for always being loving and supportive and prioritizing what I needed to succeed throughout all my years of education. Being the first people I know I can depend on and look towards for help, even in my most difficult situations. They've shown nothing but love. I thank them that their willingness to do things for me knows no bounds. Even if that means sometimes that I don't know how to do things myself. Thanks, Mom. I thank the friends that I've made along the way for the memories we've made, the things we were able to accomplish together, and for all the tremendous amount of support they have shown me as well. Okay. Now then, is everyone still awake? Good. These past 4 years were really a rocky road. For me, in the first year of high school, I was surprised to even make it to honors level classes. and would have never expected to excel to where I am now. I also certainly didn't expect the hundreds of late nights I would stay up to do assignments, but we don't speak about that. For the class, it must have been a relief for some, but difficult for others to adjust in the 9th grade year, coming off an entire year or so of distance learning. It was certainly a setback for our class because I can't say online learning was the best experience for all. Despite that, here we are graduating together, or at least most of us. Speaking of challenges, the LHS staff did look significantly different freshman year compared to now. A lot of people we've been with have seemingly left. This has only made the journey more difficult for us, having to be introduced to many new people and some not so new. Now, for this year, the difficulty wasn't that, but it was the intensity of the work that was required from us in these courses preparing us for college. In fact, most of the teachers that we had in these courses were seemingly very helpful, but all struggles came from us being exhausted from other activities and the dreaded senioritis. Personally, though, I'm honored to have my position in the class, but I really wasn't trying to compete. I know plenty of people who could very well have my place with the work ethic they have, but have decided to take a different route, which may even be better for them. In fact, I was able to do this all despite my own mental conditions and challenges that I had to deal with. So, to those who are challenged like I was, you could have been very well here as well. I have the people who are with me on the journey to overcome these struggles to thank for allowing me to get as far as I have today. Anyways, all I've done really was work as hard as I could with what I had, and somehow I'm here. So, anyways, being competitive may have been something that I thought about when I was in freshman or sophomore year, but now I realize that completing high school is simply one of the very first steps in the rest of my life as an adult. I do congratulate you all on the major accomplishment, but I just wanted to say to not let this be your only major success that you achieve in life. If you can take the effort you put into this and take it somewhere else, you have the potential to do much greater than just graduating high school. Additionally, we all have our own unique talents and skills, so even if I am able to grasp concepts and learn exceptionally, that doesn't mean I'm going to know how to work at a job as well as some of you do. Identify your strengths and use them to your advantage, because I'm absolutely positive they can be used for something greater. High school graduation is something to be proud about, but do not let this be the only thing you talk about several years from now. The best time to set goals is now. Chase your dreams, and remember to lift others up along the way. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sean. We will now have the certification of the graduates by our superintendent, Dr. Laurel.
I hereby certify that those members of the class of 2025 have fulfilled all the state and local requirements for graduation and are now eligible to receive their diplomas.
As administrators of the Laurel High School, it is our pleasure to present the Vice President of the Board of Education, Mrs. Sabrina Taylor Isler, the 167 members of the graduating class of 2025. As we call the names of the graduates, we would like their parents and guardians to stand so they can also be recognized for their efforts, support, and perseverance. Remember that while this is a happy occasion, it is a respectful and dignified one as well. Each student and their family should be able to hear their name and enjoy the moment without distraction. I would like to introduce Mrs. Jennifer Teagle and Mr. Michael Reed, Assistant Principals of Laurel High School, to come forward to share members of the class of 2025 as we present their diplomas.
I now present the Laurel High School graduates of 2025. Diana Angel Gabriel. Sean Michael LaMartina Tall. Ariana Marie Giannakopoulos. Gian Etsy Fuerte Perez. Brianna Elizabeth Bradley. Ashlyn Marie Allman. Susan Shahid. Kobe Scott Shockley. Bailey Elizabeth Allman. Melanie Giselle Reyes Pineda. Desiree Denise Allen. Luis Alejandro Amaya. Alexander Joseph Bailey. Tristan Lewis Bailey. Isabella Virginia Ellen Banks. Makai Shaheem Bailey. Cameron Nevea Beauchamp. Daniel Lee Begnar. Joelle Lauren Bennett. Diana Yamlet Bernardo Castanado. Jamie Lily Bix Martin. David Kane Black. Samuel Luke Bowers. At this time, I would like to invite Jana Pugh from the class of 1975 and current school board member to present the next diploma. Caleb Blair Boyce. Tamari Jaquel Slazak Bracy. Kaden Janelle Bradford. Colin Michael Brandner. Zion Anthony Bryant. Herbert Hezzy Callahan IV. Brandon Lee Cannon. Jaful Romaine Candon. Leasia Simone Cannon. Tamara Andrea Cannon. Jaden Tyree Cannon Thompson. Jace Michael Carroll. Freddie Alexander Casola Cardona. Marjorie Azucena Castillo Lopez. Evody Charles Ain. Jessley Elizabeth Chalal Barton. Ellie Marie Cooper. Noah Gerald Cooper. Zachary Paul Cooper. Keyshawn Sincere Nathaniel Copes. Olivia Marie Corbin. Dot New Joy. Aiden Michael Dasher. Connor Ryan Davidson. Hunter Burton Davidson. Anaya Najee Davis. At this time, I would like to invite Renee Phillips from the class of 1975 to present the next diploma to her granddaughter. Haley Renee Dieter. Daylin Nicole de Jesus Ortez. Soraya Cabri Dixon. Alyssa Renee Dolly. Jose Manuel Dominguez Calderon. Isaiah O'Neill Dorsey. Emma Angelina Drain. Jalen Mackenzie Dutton. Damian Lee Edwards. Elias Samuel Elsie. Shirley Etene. Amon Christian Evans. Ariana Marie Falk. Kaylee J. Figgs. Quinn James Fitzsimmons. Jaden Valentino Fuchs. Jordy Jose Garcia Ramirez. Dylan Matthew Gibbons. Colin David Godwin. Randy Gonzalez Gabriel. Franklin Green III. Stormy Nevea Grimm. Adiel Antonio Gutierrez. Tamaya Unique Hack. Tashaya Cherry Hatton. Cassidy Mabel Hearn. Trent Ashton Hendricks. Brock Alexander Hill Jr. Ariana Nicole Hinton. Larry Eugene Horsey. Kamari Wanye Houchins. Kamaria Anye Houchins. Savannah Nicole Howes. Jesus Manuel Abar Barzara. Marisol Abaraba. Zababar Javed. Erica Nicole Lee Johnson. Mariah Lee Johnson. Ayana Sharday Jones. Keon Antoine Jones. Sophia Alexandria Jones. Zanasia Natavia Jones. Richella Joseph. Brian Christian Juarez Velasquez. Lucas Nelson Kelly. Charles Joseph King. At this time, I would like to invite Evelyn Butler from the class of 1975 to present the next diploma to her granddaughter. Kaden Marie Kissinger.
Mackinson Benzie La Grenade. Lucas Allen Langford. Holly Marie Larson. Neve Ann Lauer. Azaria Janae Lewis. Asante Lamir Lofton. Bailey Nicole Luter. Bailey Reagan Lynch. Logan Patrick Lynch. Dajae Kamaya Major. Juan Alder Mazarregos de Leon. Aiden Charles McCleary. Autumn Elise Lynn Metz. Caleb Adam Brian Myers. Allison Renee Mills. Angelina Iris Moore. Monasia Mammon. Sierra Marie Moore. Jocelyn Morales de Leon. Sierra Michelle Grace Murphy. At this time, I would like to invite Brent Nichols, current school board member, to present the next diploma. Elijah Edward Niblett. Sixto Alexander Niz Escobar. Six, congrats. Jordani Christopher Ortiz Escalante. Helen Euridia Ortiz Santos. Alexis Nicole Pace. Brittany Javelis Pereira. Stephania Perez Mahia. Raquelme Perez Ortiz. Macario Jose Perez Soriano. Stanley Ray Pete III. Lyric Javion Porter. Jose Fernando Ramirez Mendez. Junior Alexander Ramirez Perez. Carol Yaritza Ramos Vial. Caleb David Rickards. Lainey Ann Riggleman. Diana Elizabeth Rivera Martinez. Corday Rashad Rodriguez. Jason Robert Roy. Ethan Martin Rubino. Blanca Teresa Sagastume Morales. Brandon Thomas Sammons. Good job, Brandon. Alexander Gabriel Sanabria Quinones. Noeda Basilia Sandoval Verdu. Oliver Oswaldo Sandoval Verdu. Bryce Olivia Scott Smith. Lilcy Carol Silvestri Ortiz. Narayan Milan Singh. Christopher Leslie Skipper. Caitlin Nicole Smith. Connor David Smith. Daniel Edward Smith. Joseph Tyler Smith. Matthew Jeffrey Smith. Jeremiah Mendel Stanley Ross. Jayla Antonia Taylor. Cassidy Ann Tharp. Donnell Marquis Trammell Savage Jr. Curtis Kamari Turner. LaShawna Paige Upshur. Matthew Jarek Alexander Gray Varner.
Right, all this time.
Manuel Enrique Vasquez Jr. Frankie Elmer Vicente Martin. Selena Michelle Villatoro Gonzalez. Tate Michael Walls. Jada Elizabeth West. Matthew William Laird Williams. Nasharia Braylee Iona Williams. Brandon Micah Wright. Jalen Monet Wright. Destiny Dawn Yarima.
Okay. Law. School District Board Vice President, Mrs. Sabrina Taylor Isler, will now come to the podium to present the class of 2025.
To the Laurel High School class of 2025. By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Education of the Laurel School District under the laws of the state of Delaware, I do now award diplomas evidencing the satisfactory completion of prescribed courses of study to the students of Laurel High School who are recommended for graduation by the faculty of this school. In receiving this diploma, each of you is entitled to all the privileges and honors accorded to graduates of a high school accredited by the Delaware Department of Education. Congratulations.
I would now like to recognize the class officers for the class of 2025. As I introduce the officers of the class of 2025, please come to the stage to present the class gift. President Ellie Cooper. Vice President Destiny Yarima. Historian Caden Bradford. And Secretary Jason Roy.
Will be displayed on it. Okay, from senior size. Good afternoon. Good evening, I'm sorry. I'm Ellie Cooper. I'm the senior class president, but not only that, I'm a student teacher at Laurel Elementary School. And first, I want to say hi to all 24 of my students tuned in watching me tonight. Hi! Now to get into it, from senior sunrise to senior sunset, it has been a great year to be a Bulldog. The graduating class of 2025 will be purchasing a picnic table for the outdoor commons area for the Laurel High School students to enjoy for years to come. A plaque reading donated by the class of 2025 will be displayed on it.
Thank you, class of 2025, for your generous gift. I would like Ellie Cooper to lead the tassel ceremony. Graduates, please rise.
Hey, Jason.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2025.
Graduates, you may now move your tassel from your right to your left. Congrats, 2025,
Okay. So now, be careful. Now go ahead out there. You may be seated. Go ahead. You go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, yeah, go sit. We thank you for coming to celebrate the class of 2025 with us this evening. Congratulations to our graduates. Guests, please rise and remain standing until the class of 1975 and graduates have exited the field area. Thank you for joining us tonight Have a wonderful evening.
It's without you, my friend.